Hello and welcome back to the Strides SMP, episode 11. Last time we built the lava chicken shop all the way out there somewhere. Go watch last episode if you haven't seen that already. And I have good news. My custom model has finally been added to the server. Sadly, I can't show it to you right now because I don't have my end chest, which I'll discuss later. But we have news on the server, and if you remember at the start of the season, I was asked to help build the Nether Hub, and I need to finish helping Plinko and Sixpro gather all the materials for the Nether Hub, and I've been asked to gather all the black concrete, which is like the block that is most built of it. So at the moment, I'm smelting up sponges because I actually went off camera just now and raided an ocean monument so I can get sponges to build a squid farm. And the reason why I need a squid farm is that black concrete, I actually gathered a load of it manually by just killing squids, and it was taking forever. So I was like, oh, that's so annoying. So I was just like, why don't we just go find a place to build a squid farm? So I'm gonna go do that now. I'm gonna go find a place to build a squid farm, and yeah. And the reason why I didn't have my end chest is because I've already found the place actually, and it's already there. So let's go to that. So a lot of farms around here. So there's Missing's Creeper Farm, and then over here, the nearest land, I found a nice river with some oak trees around it, and along those rivers. Oh yeah, that's the ocean monument I raided, by the way. I actually raided two, but that was one of them. Over here, I think somewhere over here, if I can find it, is a piece of land with an oak biome surrounding a river. And I'm going to be building a squid farm there, which involves draining the whole river. So that's going to be fun because I've never done that before. I think it's somewhere around here. Oh dear, I can't seem to find where. Oh, here it is. I think I recognize this area. Looking for where I put that end chest now. Okay, I've got the coordinates saved here. This way. Oh, I think we're coming up on it now. Yes, I think this is it. Let's try find our stuff. There it is, I finally found it. Okay, so this is where I would like to drain the river, and this is where I'd like to build a squid farm, but we need to kind of like drain from here till there. And it is definitely a squid river because there's squids spawning, so maybe we should build it here because we actually know squids are spawning here. But the problem with this part is it's not that deep, so I kind of want to do this part. So I need to check, is this the same biome? So here we have river, okay, and then if we swim this way we still have river. So if it's still in the same biome, then squids should spawn in that part as well, which is the best place to build it actually. So I've got loads of sand and I might have forgotten the sponges, so why don't we get straight into a time lapse draining this river. Let's go. So I started draining the river with sand, and yes, it took a long time, but I managed to have enough sponges to just drain this part of the river so I could actually build part of the squid farm. I will be draining more of the river off camera, but for now this is all I need to build the squid farm, to get the ink sacks, to get the black concrete for helping the materials for the nether hub. And talking about the nether hub, it is happening very soon. We will be coming together to mine up the nether and clear it up, because it is an absolute mess. There are gas fibles everywhere, and the tunnels all say granola propaganda, and I don't know where I'm going because all the signs say granola propaganda, but now I will, because the nether hub will finally be there. But anyways, I was just mining this, and yes, it took a very long time, but I finally drained enough of the river so I could actually start mining downwards and placing all the water in and building the squid farm. Now, this is where it all absolutely went wrong. So I realised that, well, I thought this was only going to be like maybe an hour dig or something, it wasn't going to be too deep, but it actually was really deep, and I ended up using TNT. I could have just borrowed a beacon from someone. Instead, I just started placing TNT, and this is when it all went wrong. I died and lost all my things. You may have seen it there. I died and lost, well, not all my things, but I lost my leggings, my hat, and my 2 shovels, which are the 4 main important things. So I have to replace those. But luckily I didn't need the shovel from this point on, so I borrowed a beacon and I started mining with the pickaxes. I also got a lot of stone out of this. I made a full iron beacon with haste 2, and I could finally instant mine, and it felt so good instant mining, and it was actually much quicker than TNT. So I really wish I did this with a beacon instead of TNT. But in the end, it actually turned out alright. I mean, the only other thing that went wrong was there's a water aquifer thing in the cave, and I tried draining it with sponges, and that didn't work. So I just built on top of it because I mean, I can just deal with that another time. But I then started adding the fence gates for where the water would stop, like falling. And this is where it went wrong. I placed it at the bottom, and this is where the collection system's meant to be. So I had to mine it all up again, and I built it higher up, about 20 blocks higher. And it was alright, this was where I was supposed to build it. So after this, I didn't really have to do anything else because it was kind of just built after that. So I just mined it all up and dealt with it, and then I built the collection system. And the collection system wasn't hard at all. I just had to place loads of hoppers down and chests, and then I just had to put slabs on top. And yeah, that wasn't the hardest part. And after that, I just added the water, and then that was it. I think I just added slabs on the hoppers. It is finally complete. What I thought would just be like maybe an hour or 2 hour project has turned into hours and hours project. Draining water, well, this is just one thing. Draining the river was just one of the hardest things. The hardest thing was losing my leggings, my helmet, and my shovels to TNT explosions while mining this. Probably just mining this out was probably the hardest thing. Then getting loads of hoppers and chests. Then adding these stupid fence gates, because I mean, yes, it was a very helpful tutorial, and I wasn't listening to it at all, because you may know by the tone of my voice, I am quite tired after all this building, so I'm actually really happy that this is finally done. Except I haven't seen any squid yet, which is unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain this river a bit more off camera, because I am fed up of doing this. And I'm going to turn my render distance down to 2 chunks. Now what this will do is only render this part. Now I don't want to see this part of the river while I'm on 2 chunks, because this will, I'll also probably turn down my simulation distance, because I do not want this part to be rendered, because mobs will spawn here. But then I also have the problem of mobs spawning underground, because the server has mob caps and stuff. So yeah, hopefully this will get me enough ink sacks I need to get enough black concrete for the helping with the nether hub materials, and also help for the future. Because I know villagers actually, if you, I think you can sell black dye to a shepherd and it'll give you emeralds, so that's actually quite helpful. So I might get a shepherd at this farm, which will be even cooler. But for now, I'm just gonna work on this off camera. And anyways, we have other better things to do, like campfire stories. At my base, I was joined by salesman Zam the guest, Xam, Ramen, and I think Kipor was there at one point. But here's a couple clips of what happened then. So roll clips.
So they're on a road trip. The kids, they have a daughter and a son. The daughter is slightly older than the son by about a year. But as all brothers and sisters do, they weren't getting along in the car ride.
Sad.
And their parents were not very happy with this. So their parents did what any sane parent would do, and they told their kids to get out of the car, and they abandoned their kids in a cornfield.
Damn.
And the kids, they were so scared because it was beginning to be night. Night had fallen.
Nah, it's literally turning night right now. It's literally turning night time.
It had just turned night. The kids were deathly afraid. They had wandered around into the cornfield, deeper and deeper, because they had really bad senses of directions and couldn't find their way out, even though their parents had abandoned them at the road. They walked deeper and deeper still into the cornfield, when they saw a pumpkin patch. It was a very pleasant pumpkin patch. But they noticed all of the pumpkins were already carved. It was a pre-carved pumpkin patch. But it was just in the middle of the corn, mysteriously. And as night fell, they began to hear an eerie scratching noise. Then they saw the pumpkin heads rising up! Green glowing eyes. Fingers like nails. Their bodies made of corn. Of corn! Then they realized 2 of the pumpkins looked very similar. Then they started looking closer at all the pumpkins, and they realized they knew all of these pumpkins. It was their mother and father, their uncles, their aunts, their cousins. They were all rising up. They chased them, ripped their heads off, and replaced them with pumpkins.
Wow.
They are children of the corn now, and every All Hallows Eve, when it gets dark, you can hear the screams of the children as their heads are ripped off each Hallows Eve. Anyway.
Sounds like a good story.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. All right, Sam, I think you're up now.
No, wait. Let me search up one on Google.
Pulls out a script. Put some glasses on. Puts like the Kipper glasses on.
Hold up.
I got my thinking glasses on.
22 campfire stories to
Oh,
spook and delight kids of all ages.
I think this guy looks pretty smart. All right. Let's hear one. I'm prepared to be scared.
Wait, how long is this? Oh damn. Okay.
I wonder why.
Read. Okay. Long ago, when animals could talk, a bear was walking along. Now it has always been said that bears think very highly of themselves, since they are big and strong. They are certain that they are the most important of the animals. As this bear went along, turning over big logs with his paws to look for food to eat, he felt very sure of himself. "There is nothing I cannot do," said this bear. "Is that so?" said a small voice. The bear looked down. There was a little chipmunk looking up at that bear from its hole in the ground. "Yes," bear said, "that is true indeed." He reached out one huge paw and rolled over a big log. "Look at how easily I can do this. I'm the strongest of all the animals. I can do anything. All the other animals fear me." "Can you stop the sun rising in the morning?" said the chipmunk. Bear thought for a moment. "I've never tried that," he said. "Yes, I'm sure I can stop the sun from rising." "You are sure?" said Chipmunk, I'm sure, said Bear. Tomorrow morning the sun will not rise. I, Bear, have said so. Bear sat down facing the east to wait. Behind him the sun set for the night, and still he sat there. The chipmunk went into his hole curled up in his snug little nest, chuckling about how foolish Bear was. All through the night Bear sat. Finally the first bird started their song, and the east glowed with the light that comes before the sun. The sun will not rise today, said Bear. He started hard at the glowing light. The sun will not rise today. However, the sun rose, just as it always had. Bear was very upset, but the chipmunk was delighted. He laughed and laughed. Sun is stronger than Bear, said the chipmunk. Twittering with laughter, Chipmunk was so amused, and he came out of his hole and began running around in circles, singing the song. The sun came up, the sun came up. Bear is angry, but the sun came up.
What?
What
I
a
don't know
song,
what this
honestly.
is. Well, Bear sat there, looking very unhappy.
Oh.
Chipmunk ran around and around, singing and laughing until he was so weak that he rolled up over on his back. Then, quicker than the leap of a fish from a stream, Bear shot out one big paw and pinned him to the ground.
This isn't going where I think it is it? Ooh.
Perhaps I cannot stop the sun from rising, said Bear, but you will never see another sunrise. Oh, Bear, said the chipmunk. Oh, you are the strongest, you are the quickest, you are the best of all the animals. I was only joking. But Bear did not move his paw. Oh, Bear, the chipmunk said, you're right to call me. I deserve to die. Just let me say one last prayer to Creator before you eat me. Say your prayer quickly, said Bear. Your time to walk the sky road has come. Oh, Bear, said Chipmunk, I would like to die, but your pressing down on me so hard I cannot breathe. I can hardly squeak. I don't have enough breath to say a prayer. You would just lift your paw just a little bit, then I could breathe, and I could say my last prayer to the maker of all, to the one who made great, wise, powerful Bear, and the fearless, weak little chipmunk. Bear lifted up his paw. He lifted it just a little bit. That little bit, though, was enough. Chipmunk swam free and ran for his hole as quickly as blinking of an eye. Bear swung his paw at the little chipmunk as it darted away. He was not quick enough to catch him, but the very tips of his long claws scraped along the chipmunk's back, leaving 3 pale scars. To this day, all chipmunks wear those scars as a reminder to them of what happens when one animal makes fun to another.
Oh. I was so scared during that. I was so scared.
What?
What was that?
Oh, yeah. You were so scared.
I thought the bear was like gonna.
He's
Yeah.
he's on Skype.
I really wanted to play the
I am not on Skype.
I am not on
Okay, Alice. Are you ready?
I don't know. Alright, get ready, everyone. Come on.
You don't hold it.
And a wizard, and there's another kingdom with the same thing,
Oh.
except they have an electric giant.
Oh.
And
Electric giant.
the electric giant is slowly approaching another tower.
What's an electric giant?
A second electric giant has hit the second tower.
And there's also a Tesla coil that just zaps the electric giant.
Oh.
followed by zappies being zapped by it. And then they send another battling ram,
Oh. Ooh.
and it connects with the other king's tower.
Ooh.
And then there's poison on that tower now.
Oh. You know, I'm starting to think this story isn't actually a story. I starting to think it's just a play-by-play of Clash Royale.
No, not like there was a mini P.E.K.K.A. involved or anything.
Sadly, that's going to be it for this episode because I'm going away for a week, so I won't be making episodes as frequently. But I will be uploading this video while I'm away, so yeah. And yeah, sadly it's going to be it. It's a bit shorter because well, this took me a very, very long time to make, and I will be joining this off camera now. I know it is going to take a very, very long time. But I'll also be making different kind of videos as well. Next episode I'll be making a sniffer shop, which will be completely different to this, so I'm happy that will be happening. And the Squid Farm, I don't know if it's working yet. I'm gonna check every single chest, see if we got anything. No, 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 no. At the moment, it's giving us salmon. That is not what I want. I want squid. So I'll have to AFK at this and also fix the rivers around it because there's probably squid. If I fly up here, there's probably squid in the river over here somewhere. So if we just fly around, we could. Yep, there's a squid. See, they're literally spawning outside of it. So yeah, I definitely need to drain the river a bit more. Make sure that's done. So yeah. Anyway, goodbye.